Hi, good evening, everyone. In this session, we will see
Good evening.
different object types and ways to view those objects. So, really, what is object?
Collection of records.
It is a table and it is
Yeah.
collection of records. Object is a table. It is a collection of records. It is used to store data. It is used to store data. The data can be in different ways, like it can be application data, business data, or organization data. Any data. Basically, object is used to store data. There are two types of objects. First one is standard object. And second one is custom object. Standard object is all these objects are provided by Salesforce. Provided by Salesforce by default. By default, we get standard objects. Custom objects, developer or administrator, Salesforce developer or administrator creates custom objects as per the business requirement. How to identify standard objects? Tell me how to identify standard objects. What are the different objects you know? What are the objects you know? Campaign is an object, right? Campaign is an object. Lead is an object. Account is an object. Case is an object. Like this, there are different objects provided by Salesforce by default. Whenever you go to any sales application, marketing application, or service application, any application which is provided by Salesforce by default, you can see all these objects. You can see different kinds of objects. Those are the standard objects provided by Salesforce. Custom objects. Now, for yesterday, we have discussed about insurance project. In that insurance project, we have got requirement for branch to store branch information. Whenever you create custom object, Salesforce gives postfix with C. Whenever you give branch, automatically it will postfix that name with __ C. By seeing that, we can say it is a custom object. It is created by developer or administrator for the business requirement. We have agent. Whenever you give agent, it will give underscore C for that object. You give policy to store policy details. Immediately it will postfix underscore C. Standard objects don't have underscore C. Postfix is not there for standard objects. For custom objects, there will be underscore C. Standard objects are provided by Salesforce by default. Custom objects are created by developers and administrators. You can identify custom objects by seeing its name underscore C. There are so many standard objects. There are so many standard objects provided by Salesforce. Many standard objects are provided by Salesforce. For custom objects, these are created by developers or administrator. For this, there is a governor limit. Whenever there is a limitation in Salesforce, we call it governor limit. In yesterday's session as well, for free developer account, in the free developer account, we can build maximum of 10 applications. In enterprise application, in enterprise edition, we can build maximum of 200 applications. In unlimited edition, we can build unlimited number of applications. Those are called governor limits or limitations in Salesforce. Here for custom objects as well, there is a governor limit. You can create maximum of 400 custom objects in free developer edition. If it is unlimited edition, you can create 2000 custom objects. You can't create more than 2000 custom objects in unlimited edition. In free developer edition, you can create max of 400 custom objects. Here, you can customize object. Customizing objects means you can add additional fields. It is required, you can add additional fields. Example, for if you take account object, in the account objects, there are so many fields available. If you want to add PAN number, you can add PAN field, PAN number field. If you want to add passport, you can add one more field with the name passport number. If you want to add Aadhaar details, you can add Aadhaar field. These are the additional fields required for our business requirement. You can customize that object and you can add additional fields. In the same way, you can customize the object and add additional fields. You can create the field object. After that, you might have given only 10 fields for the object. Later, if you want to add 10 more fields, you can add. In the standard object, you cannot can't remove objects. You cannot remove objects. You can add additional objects. Here, you can remove created objects. And if you want to add any objects at any time, you can add. And one more thing, you cannot remove fields. Can't remove standard fields provided in the object. You can't remove. You can't remove objects as well, but you can add objects. Here we are creating by ourselves as a developer, so you can remove. Fields in the object. So this is about standard objects and custom objects. They will ask in interview what are the difference between standard objects and custom objects. How you will identify. This question might be expected in interviews. There is one more name called S objects. That means Salesforce objects. This is nothing but combination of standard and custom objects. This combination of standard and custom object is called as S objects or Salesforce objects. How to see these objects? How to list out the objects? Or how to see objects? There are three ways to see objects. So three ways to see the objects. First one is object manager. Second is schema builder. Third way is developer console. These are the three ways to see the objects. Log into Salesforce account and we can see. Here, go to setup. In the setup, in quick find box, search for object manager. Click on object manager link. There is some problem with my internet connection. So when you click on object manager, you can see all the objects here. This is the label object name, and this is the type. It is standard objects or custom object. It is showing here. Here total 1 or 2 items it is showing. 1 or 2 plus items. So I want to see fields in account object. Just click on that account object. You can see the fields. These are the different fields. Account name, account number, all these things. Field name, field label, field name, data type, all these things we can see. If you want to find any object from here, you can type directly lead. The object manager, you can find lead. So you can open lead. You can see here. If you want to see fields and relationships, just click on this. If you know any particular field name, here you can type field name, company. It will show that company. After you entering into fields and relationships, there quick find is for finding the fields and relationships. When you are in the object manager, if you want to find any object from quick finder, if you know the object name, you can directly find here. Campaign. After click on that object, you can see different fields. What are the fields available there? So write down the navigation for this. View field object from object manager. First go to setup. In the setup, next quick find. In quick find, type object manager. The object manager, click on object manager link. After that, you can view, click on object, any object. click on fields and relations. After click on object manager link, you can see, we can view all the objects. If you want to see particular object with a name, you can search from quick find. This is one of the way to view objects. And second way is schema builder. This might be new word for you. It is a graphical representation tool. Schema builder is a graphical representation tool. It shows object structure, including fields and its relationships. In pictorial format. On canvas. It helps in understanding the object structure and its relationships. So how to see? Just go to setup. The setup in quick find, search for schema builder. Click on schema builder link. It is showing two things here. One is left panel and this one is right panel. Now it has loaded all the objects. You can see this figure. This is looking like word map. All these are objects because it selected, it displayed all the objects. It is checked all the objects by default. Just clear this and select only one object. That object is displaying in the right panel. This is called canvas. Just click on this auto layout. It has came here. Here we have only one object. You can reduce, you can zoom in or you can zoom out. And add one more object. Select one more object. Let's select case. Click on auto layout. So here it is showing where it is displaying. Just you can say this. Now this we have one link from here, account to case. It is showing one here and it is showing 3 lines here, circle and 3 lines. One link started and here it ended with 3 lines. That means it is one-to-many relationship. Account and case has one-to-many relationship. And you select one more thing, contact. Click on auto layout. Here it is showing like this. So just click case here, account here, drag contact. Now see, account has link with contact. Contact has link with case. This account has even link with contact. We will discuss about these relationships later, but all these relationships are parent-child relationships. In any technology, in any database, always relationships are defined like parent and child. One parent is linked with many childs. Account is linked with contact object. Account is linked with case object. Sometimes object is linked with same object. We will discuss about these relationships later. Just practice this. We'll write the navigation. Here you just use auto layout option and this checkbox options. And zoom in, zoom out. You can see in the screen, in the right screen, you can see objects, object structure, including its fields and its relationships. And we have zoom in, zoom out option, and we have screen to see where this is displaying. If you move this here, that is also moving here, moving that panel. Write down the navigation for Schema Builder. It is same. Click on setup, go to find, there type Schema Builder. Click on Schema Builder link. It will display all the objects. Then click on clear all. After that, select account object. Then you click on auto layout so that it will be displayed properly. Then you can select case object. Again, you click on auto layout. Here, observe relationship between account and case. Then again, select contact object. Click on auto layout. Then observe object structure, that is fields, all object structure and relationships. You observe here two panels are there, left panel and right panel. Observe right panel. List out options available in right plan. This is the assignment and this is the practice. Practice this. Practice 1. Practice 2. Assignment. Note down in book what you are observing. So next, view object from developer console. Go to developer console. Here go to setup. Here it is directly displaying developer console. When you click on this, it will open a new window. Here many options are available: file, edit, debug, test, workspace, help, like this. Just click on file, click on open. Here different entities are available: classes, triggers, pages, page components, objects, static resources, packages. Click on objects. It will display all the objects here. If you want to view any particular object, I want to see account object. Just double click on account object. It will show all the object fields in the objects and its data type: phone number, fax, account number, website, all details which we can enter. And this, observe this, underscore C. We will see those things later. For now, just remember this, you practice this. Close this, write down the navigation for developer console, viewing the objects in developer console. Thing is setup. You can set up. Then you will get developer console displayed there itself. Select the developer console. Then click on file, click on open. Select objects entity. double click on object. It is account object. Check. Yes. View the fields. So these are the three ways to see the objects. You can see objects in three ways: from object manager, from schema builder, and from developer console. There are two kinds of objects: custom objects and standard objects. Standard objects are provided by Salesforce. Custom objects are created by developer or administrator. So this is all about custom objects and standard objects and viewing the objects in different ways. So if you have any questions, you can ask me now.